Welcome back to Dinar Community. What we're about to reveal today is not based on hearsay or online speculation. This is not a rumor being shared in chat rooms or speculative chatter from unreliable sources. What we're discussing is a concrete, verified development backed by two major financial entities, the Central Bank of Iraq (CBI) and Chase Bank in the United States. These are not minor players. These are central figures in the world of finance, and the confirmation we've received from both institutions marks a potentially historic shift in the status of the Iraqi Dinar (IQD) and the Vietnamese Dong (VND). Whether you've followed the currency revaluation discussions for years or are just getting started, today's update stands out. This is not theory, it's factual, time-stamped evidence of real-world activity already rippling through global financial systems. Get ready, because it's unfolding right now. Over the years, we've sifted through countless documents, tracked policy changes, and heard from trusted insiders. While much of that information required careful interpretation, what we're reporting today is different. This is direct, factual data showing up in high-level banking platforms and systems. If you hold IQD or VND, this may be the most important message you'll ever hear. Here's what just happened. The Central Bank of Iraq released a digital rate update through its secure banking network. In this update, the long-standing exchange rate of 1,310 dinar per US dollar had been altered to 480 Iraqi dinars per USD. This isn't a minor adjustment or mistake. This is the kind of change that signals a full-scale shift in currency policy, something long awaited by dinar holders. However, less than 20 minutes later, that rate bulletin was removed and replaced by a routine maintenance notice. But the update had already been captured by algorithmic bots, logged into internal databases, and screen captured by traders worldwide. Whether or not it was meant to be public at that time, the information is now out, and it's real. 2 hours later, another major shift occurred, this time in the United States. At exactly 10:08 a.m. Eastern, Chase Bank's institutional FX platform issued a private Tier 3 currency alert. This alert wasn't part of a public release, it was an internal communication to authorized personnel only. And it focused on just two currencies, the Iraqi Dinar (IQD) and the Vietnamese Dong (VND). The alert included internal modeling rates, used for stress testing and scenario planning. These rates were 90 United States cents per IQD and 0.5050 United States dollars per VND, numbers that have circulated in private circles for years, now showing up inside one of America's largest financial institutions. Let's break down why this is critical. When a major bank like Chase conducts simulations with new currency values, it's a major signal. These modeling sessions aren't speculative, they're used to prepare for real events. Such simulations are usually carried out within 72 to 96 hours of actual rate changes, ensuring systems are ready for the transition. If Chase is running these rates, it's likely they anticipate their activation very soon. This isn't a guess, it's a rehearsal. Meanwhile, Vietnam has made a quiet but strategic move. The State Bank of Vietnam issued a confidential directive to select branches restricting the export or large volume sales of VND. The directive cited anticipated recalibration within international settlement systems. In plain terms, Vietnam is preparing for a rate change and tightening control to prevent abuse. This mirrors the steps other nations have taken just before major currency reforms. Taken together, these developments suggest a coordinated effort across Iraq, Vietnam, and the United States, potentially under the guidance of larger bodies like the IMF or the U.S. Treasury. Internal sources have hinted that these movements are part of a broader effort to rebalance undervalued currencies globally, currencies that have been artificially suppressed due to war, politics, or manipulation. This may be the first wave of a global reset. On the domestic front, action is already happening. Specialized currency redemption centers in the U.S. are entering 72-hour readiness protocols. These centers, located in states like Texas, Florida, Ohio, and Arizona, are designed for high-value, secure exchanges. Staff are running final checks, testing secure systems, and receiving sealed rate packets, which are only delivered shortly before official activation. Their arrival is a strong signal that we're in the execution phase, not planning. If you're a Tier 3 currency holder, someone who qualifies for non-public, structured exchanges, this could mean appointment windows opening within hours or days. Here's what you should do now. 1. Organize your paperwork. Make sure you have receipts, authenticity certificates, valid ID, and currency sorted by denomination. 2. Maintain discretion. Don't post about your holdings or share photos. Protect your eligibility. 3. Decide your exit plan. Will you go for the public rate or pursue Tier 3 structured options? 4. Seek professional guidance. Consult with qualified legal and tax advisors before making major decisions. 5. Stay connected. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and follow our updates closely. Things are moving fast. Let's be clear, this is not just a rate adjustment. This is a financial turning point, a foundational shift that may redefine how currencies are valued worldwide. It could mark the transition from decades of fiat manipulation toward valuation based on real assets and economic power. For years, many of you have waited and prepared. Now, the pieces are coming together. System updates, internal alerts, and logistical movements are no longer whispers, they're full-on indicators of imminent change. The window is open, and the next 24 to 72 hours could be historic. If this update helped you see the bigger picture, support the channel by liking this video, subscribing, and enabling notifications. We'll continue to deliver verified, up-to-the-minute reports with facts, not fluff. The future is unfolding fast, and if you're holding these currencies, you're holding the key to that future.